The appraised values you see at HSN are set by independent, professionally certified appraisers. They determine, as closely as possible, the approximate retail cost of replacing or recreating the item, not the possible sell or purchase price. Because subjective estimates and judgments are involved, appraisals may vary by as much as 25%. Call your customer service rep for more information.
Good morning, and thank you so much for shopping with us here at HSN. My name is Brett Chuckerman, and yes, it's June, it's summertime, and you know who else loves the summer? The mosquitoes and the bugs that know you're heading outside and they're ready to torture you. Now, you may not know this, but our studios here at HSN are actually on kind of a little bit of a swamp. And normally when we all head outside, we have to spray ourselves with awful, DEET, stinky smelling chemicals that are terrible for our lungs and terrible for our skin. Well, today, we change all of that. Dynatrap is back at HSN, giving you a natural, effective, humane, safe way to keep you and your family comfortable and not getting eaten alive throughout the entire summer months. I know my daughter will be thrilled to know that the mosquitoes ain't gonna get her this summer, thanks to this one-of-a-kind technology now in sizes for you as our today's special. So we all know what's awful and terrible about trying to repel bugs, whether it's mosquitoes or ticks, whether it's ants or spiders. We all know that the problem is that the choices are smelly, awful candles, terrible, harmful chemicals that we spray on our skins and don't want anywhere near our children. Well, Dynatrap has the solution for you. It's been tested, it's been proven, and it safely and completely works by combining great effective technologies, by combining the power of UV lights, carbon dioxide, and powerful fans. You get the opportunity to repel and keep mosquitoes, insects away from you, away from your kids, away from your homes. It's plug and play simple technology that does not need to be lit, that does not need to be sprayed, and does not need to be rebought time after time, year after year, season after season. Now, as our only today's special of the year with Dynatrap, what we've done is we've put together a value for you that's absolutely exceptional by offering you great pricing and customizable sizes. So for the standard traditional American home that's looking for a way to repel mosquitoes and bugs in the backyard, on the porch, where you're relaxing, unwinding, and maybe trying to eat without swatting, we've got the classic half-acre size. It's at about $50 off retail today. You get 2 additional UV light bulbs to go along with your purchase, and you can shop for it in stone, in black, or our best-selling, most popular and brand new color, bronze. And you notice I'm touching it. It's not hot, it's not buzzing, it's not any safety issues whatsoever. And it also comes available in black. Now, for those of you that have larger properties who are looking for more coverage and protection, we are also offering a today's special on the larger full acre model. If you buy that one, you'll get 4 additional UV bulbs to go along with your purchase because you have more of them in the model. And once again, completely safe, almost silent, great technology, available again in stone, in our best-selling brand new bronze, or available in black. Now, Peter Kilcullen's gonna join us, and Peter spends quite a bit of time out here on our HSN Swamp Studio.
I definitely do.
So you have spent quite a few times swatting and slapping and getting eaten during our live shows.
Exactly.
And
I get
today,
eaten badly.
You're calm. You're relaxed.
It's been great.
You're not itching, you're not scratching, you're not leaving here bitten alive.
Not at all. And that's my same situation at home now with Dynatrap. And I've had mine probably almost a year, and I've been using the half acre. And just a couple of weeks ago, because we were coming up with our today's special, I added the full acre to have that going out. So it's amazing. So I technically have both. I have the half acre and the acre all in my backyard.
And you're not lighting citronella candles. Well, you're not spraying DEET.
I've done all those.
Yeah.
We all have. We've done all those different things. And you talked about it, that the thing I like best about this is that I don't have to maintain it on a daily or weekly or even monthly basis.
Yep.
Because that is where you fail, because it's too difficult. This one is so simple. So if you're someone who, and Memorial Day just passed, and maybe that was your first time to go outside, and you're thinking, let's have a barbecue, let's have a picnic outside. Let's get back in the house, because the mosquitoes and the other bugs were so bad.
You don't want to grill when it's the time of the year you want to grill. You don't want to go out and swim. I mean, eating outside.
Forget it.
If you've
when
got bugs, it's the worst. And I don't know about you guys, but if I get one mosquito bite, I'm up for 2 days. I'm itching, I'm scratching. I have a 5-year-old and a 3-year-old. Those bug bites for them, they're kind of torture. And I personally, I will do everything in my power to make sure that nobody sprays DEET anywhere near their children. It is a toxic poison chemical. Look at those bottles. It says keep away from your mouth, keep away from your eyes, do not inhale. How else are you gonna put it on your skin? You're gonna have to breathe, you're gonna inhale it. This is a safer, smarter, toxic-free solution for your home. You can hang it from a shepherd's hook, or you can just put it up on a banister on a porch. We're live streaming on Facebook. If you have any questions during this presentation, it is our only today's special of the year with Dynatrap, and it really is a sought-after brand in the industry.
Definitely, and I'd love to hear everyone's horror stories if they're like mine and your backyard has been overrun. Hey, let's talk, I want to show everyone and talk about how this works and what makes this so different, and how Dynatrap is so amazing that they've really come up with fantastic technology. So what we're going to do with Dynatrap is that we are going to attract those mosquitoes, those bugs, to this device using that UV bulb. So this is a special temperature of light that they see, that they're attracted to, so the bugs come towards that. Now that light is also going to heat up, and that heat is going to heat up that panel beneath it, which is coated with titanium dioxide. So that heated up titanium dioxide releases CO2, carbon dioxide. That's what we're breathing, or when we exhale, we make carbon dioxide. That is why these mosquitoes, for instance, are going after you and biting you. So they get close to this unit, they're drawn in by that carbon dioxide, they're drawn in by the light. When they get close, what happens is the powerful fan drags them in or vacuums them in, and they head down and they get trapped in the collection basket and they expire.
So it's your choice today. Let me ask you this, Peter. I think a lot of us would go, wait, a half an acre, an acre. Yeah. How would you advise people to go about choosing a size?
Again, if you know that you have a really large yard and you have a bad problem with mosquitoes or other bugs, then go for the full acre. Bigger is better. It's more powerful, let's say, to bring in more mosquitoes from a greater distance. But if you know you're on 1 acre, but you're thinking, I want to take care of the front yard and the backyard, well, the 1 acre is not going to be able to handle the front yard because your house is in the way.
Right.
So it's a barrier. So then you would want 2 half acres, one for the backyard and one for the front yard.
And I think for the vast majority of you, if it's about being able to sit out at the table right outside the glass slider and eat dinner, if it's about being able to read on the porch and not do this all afternoon and evening, I think the half acre really is, for the vast majority of homes, going to be the solution for you. If you've got a sprawling property, or if you've got a pool and you're trying to reach sort of past to the other side of the pool, then maybe go for the full acre and upgrade in size. But value for value, it's all at exceptional pricing. We're talking about over $50 in savings, regardless of which size you buy, with the additional bulbs that we include for backup. And if you are going to be wanting to cover 2 different sides, front and the back, you should get 2 individual units.
Exactly, because your house is going to act like a barrier for this to be effective. It does give you that 360 degrees outward, but if you have that house in the way, it's not going to be able to jump over to the front.
And listen, at the end of the day, the citronella candles, they get blown out by the wind. You don't want to light those. They're smelly and they have to be replaced all the time. And please, DEET sprays are toxic poison. And I think there's a lot of reasons why we have to actually be more aggressive about keeping bugs away from us. They're carrying diseases. I read an article the other day that said there are mosquitoes and ticks that are carrying new diseases we're just discovering and don't even yet know how to deal with. So we've got to get more serious about our protection, but we also don't want to expose ourselves to more chemicals, more toxic fumes in our bodies.
Exactly.
This is a natural, safe way to combat both.
Yeah, it's safe, it's silent. We have 7 of them running in front of us right now with both of our microphones.
Standing right
so
here,
it's safe, it's silent, and it's super simple that you're not gonna have to keep doing things over and over again. But after you understand that technology, that we're drawing those mosquitoes in, we're trapping those mosquitoes, now the question is, where do we put it? How does that work best? So what you want to do with this is you want to place this 2 to 6 feet off the ground. That's the fly zone for those nasty little predator insects, right? They're flying, trying to get you. So 2 to 6 feet off the ground. But then we want it 20 to 25 feet from us. So you can see, Brett, we have one back there. So if this was our patio area and we were sitting here and this is where we wanted to eat or barbecue or just relax outside, that's the perfect spot. Because unlike the citronella candles you mentioned, all those others, for them to work, the mosquitoes have to be on top of you. You're trying to repel the mosquitoes that are in that area that you're trying to have a good time. So here, we're moving them away from us, we're trapping them, we're doing something to reduce the population of these mosquitoes, not just move them away, then they come back. And now here's the other cool thing about this. When you get it home and you find that perfect spot, you're gonna plug it in and turn it on. And that's it. You're going to leave it on 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. You do not want to turn this off. It's not a device where when you go outside and enjoy the outdoors, you turn it on. And then when you go back in, you turn it off. Because think about how many mosquitoes we can capture when you're at work, when you're away, when you're sleeping. This is going to work to do the job to contain those mosquitoes while you're sleeping. So when you think about the technology, we can use it 24 hours a day. This is really going to save the summer, save your outdoors. 10 cents a day to run the larger full acre, 3 cents a day for the half acre.
So what do we spend month after month on bug sprays?
Right,
what do we spend
exactly.
season after season on citronella candles? This costs a fraction. It's more natural, it's less wasteful, it's more effective. Now, Peter, we could put it up on a table. We don't need to have a shepherd's hook. It doesn't have to be floating, right? It's just not supposed to be on the ground. You suggest getting it up and off the ground.
Because elevating it a little bit is great, but you just want to make sure that you put it away from you, 20 to 25 feet, because you want to have your area free of bugs and mosquitoes, and this is the way to do it. So we want to attract them to the Dynatrap, trap them in there, and so you can have a great outdoor summer.
It's not just mosquitoes, right? That Dynatrap's been tested.
So when you think about this, yes, individual, or I should say independent third-party testing. So we tested for mosquitoes, flies, and we're gonna see them here, wasps, hornets, stink bugs, and moths. Now, you may think, well, I have those, but my problem is a different kind of bug. If it's a flying, biting insect, it's going to trap it.
Right.
But these are the ones that we've tested. We couldn't test for every bug. There are a lot of bugs that we want to get rid of.
Yeah.
So those are independently tested that it's going to work on those. But again, we've had so many testimonials that it's going to work on those other bugs that are giving you a problem.
And the other thing about it too is Dynatrap is not only sold here at HSN. I mean, if you're going to invest in something that you use year after year after year, quite frankly, you can leave it plugged in all year round. Don't you want to buy the most sought after brand in the industry? Dynatrap is sold at, home goods stores and houseware stores. This is the brand of choice. We have it back here at HSN at the best value. Today, you are getting over $50 in savings, and we're giving you extra supplies of bulbs. That's the only long-term maintenance that you have on this, and we're covering that for you when you purchase today. It's funny, I'm sitting here doing this from a mosquito bite that I got last night while my daughter and son were in the pool swimming.
It's funny, these are already collecting. You could look in there and you start to see them. They've been out here a couple hours.
Today.
Brett, I want to show you this, a little visual of what we're doing. So we're attracting those mosquitoes, and because of the CO2 and because of that light, and then what happens is they realize that this isn't something they can bite, and then that fan is going to take them down in there. I want you to see this. Hold on, guys, let me put a little bit more water in make a little bit more smoke for us to be able to see that. So when I do that, you'll see how that fan is pulling that in. Can you see that right in there? Pulling that in, that's that powerful fan. So when they get too close, when they come to see that light and they go to see what's happening with that carbon dioxide, they realize this is something they can't bite, and they get pulled down into that chamber, into that basket, and they stay there until they expire.
So for the vast majority of homes, the half-acre size is going to work for you. It is our more popular today. We've got it available for you in 3 colors, either the stone, which is kind of a putty gray color. It also comes in the bronze, which is brand new to us, and in the classic black. The half-acre size is available for you today at a little over $50 off of the retail value with the extra bulbs that we include, 2 replacement bulbs. We give you the hardware for wall mounting. We give you the hanging chain. We give you a cleaning brush, and of course all the instructions that you need to use it. For the vast majority of you, if this is about not swatting at yourself, being able to eat outdoors, being able to sunbathe, that's going to work for you. If you have a larger property, if you have a more difficult bug problem to deal with, or maybe you've got a pool and you want to be able to reach all the way to the full length behind it, then we would consider upgrading to the acre size. It's also at over $50 in savings, and we'll actually give you 4 additional UV bulbs. All you need is a power source. There's no filters here. There's no pieces or parts to have to go in and think about and worry about. There's no rebuying over and over and over again. And when we think about all we've learned about clean beauty, when we put it on our skin, goes into our skin. When we think about all we've learned about bleaches and ammonias and all those cleaning products going into our lungs, going into our skin, think about what bug spray is. It's a toxic, poisonous, terrible chemical that says right on the bottle, do not inhale, but we spray it. You can't not inhale it. If we can keep that poisonous chemical off your skin, away from your kids, and out of your life, that's one less terrible product that your body is ingesting, but nobody wants to get eaten alive.
No,
and
exactly.
This is a great solution.
And Brett, as I started to learn more and more about exactly how this Dynatrap works, I was learning about the mosquitoes and what's happening with the mosquitoes, because that's certainly, I think, a huge problem for so many people, definitely here in my yard in Florida. And if you can start to, trap those mosquitoes and eliminate the mosquitoes, it's amazing what you're doing to that mosquito population. The female mosquitoes, did you know this? This gets a little scary, it's crazy, but they lay hundreds and hundreds of eggs 2 or 3 times in their lifespan, and they're trying to bite us to get our blood, because they need the enzyme in our blood to keep that whole thing going. They only need about a ½ inch of standing water to produce more and more mosquitoes. And so that mosquito population that basically hatches in your yard, they stay there. They're residents. So you don't have mosquitoes coming from miles and miles away, and you don't have your mosquitoes going somewhere else. They stay there. So as you start to trap those mosquitoes, more and more female mosquitoes who are not reproducing, it really can make for such a better environment. And to think you're doing that, as you were saying, Brett, without those chemicals, without something that's a huge hassle, without something that's loud, the loud zapping and that thing, it's gross, near your table where you're eating. This is it's safe, it's simple, it's silent. I mean, it really is a huge difference. And Dynatrap has done it with this technology. And again, so many people have had such great success with this that they're really taking their yards back.
Well, and listen, nobody wants to go and buy this product halfway through July when you've already scratched yourself scabby.
Right.
When I was in overnight camp as a kid, we used to have contests who could have more bug scabs all over their bodies.
I remember that.
It was repulsive.
Right.
Cabins, those of you, in lake areas, I grew up going to summer camp in Wisconsin. Mosquitoes were an absolute constant. Sometimes you're just trying to unwind and relax and eat or read or sunbathe. They're absolutely everywhere. And this is the safest, really best alternative to really fight the source of the problem. And look, a citronella candle, you light, you blow out. You've got fire issues, you've got wind issues. They're really kind of just dealing with the symptom, not the problem. Dynatrap can be running for you 24 hours a day, even when you're not there. It's obviously weather resistant. These are all meant to be running outdoors, and it can continually combat those eggs, those sources, those new families that are populating. And remember, it's not just mosquitoes. It's been tested for hornets. It's been tested for moths. It's been tested
stink
for
bugs, flies. Yeah, and also whatever other flying, biting insects that are in your area, those are just the ones that were third-party tested. It would have been impossible to test every single bug out there. So I brought you something to show you.
Oh, great.
I know
something
you wanted
tells
to
me
see
it's
this.
not something I want to see. Oh, that's disgusting.
This is what it's going to look like in your trap. Now, I was really learning a lot about, even in the real cold climates, you know where these are from? These were shipped to me, by the way, which was nice. These are from a suburb of Chicago. This is about 3 weeks.
I thought that looked like my hometown.
Did it look like? Did you know your Chicago mosquitoes? There they are.
I do. I grew up with them. I remember getting eaten alive.
Well, that surprised me that even in these northern climates where it's cold most of the, for the year, then spring comes and then summer, and then the mosquitoes are completely out of control.
We do have a lot of lakes.
Yeah, the lakes, and maybe it's the melting snow. I don't know, but I've learned a lot. So this was 3 weeks in there. Now, when you get yours home, this is not something you're going to have to empty on a weekly or even a monthly basis. Some people have had theirs out there for 6 months because obviously mosquitoes do not take up a lot of space when they're in your trap. So it's not something you have to empty. Emptying it is super simple. You just turn. It comes off, you put it back on, righty, tighty, lefty, loosey, super easy. So you can do that. And again, it's not something you have to do every day. I love it that you don't have to go out there for months at a time. You know when you will go out there? When you first get yours home, you're gonna go out there and you're like, is there anything in there? And you're gonna find things trapped in there after the first day, after the first week, and then after the first month. And I know we're giving everyone 90 days to try it.
Oh my goodness, you're right. I totally forgot.
I was just thinking that 90 days. You have till September 2nd.
So basically the whole summer is on us. We normally do a 30-day return policy. You get 90 days. We know Dynatrap works. So it is totally, completely risk-free.
You won't need 90 days.
You start paying those flex pays, and you've got all summer to test it out to see if it works for you. Thank you. I totally forgot that we were doing that. So all you do today...
You won't need 90 days. I really, it's amazing.
You know, and it's funny. You said, you know, you'll go out to check it. No. You'll go out because it's finally comfortable to go out again.
That's true.
You'll go out because you say, oh, I can go relax without putting on bug spray. The process of putting on sunscreen is enough for me to get through. I don't want to deal with bug spray too. You'll go out and you'll feel safer. Now, people ask about ticks and wasps, and basically if you're a flying, biting insect, you're covered. Now, Dynatrap has been third-party tested for mosquitoes, for flies, for moths, for wasps, for hornets, for stink bugs. So for those of you asking about wasps, yes, it's been tested, but quite frankly, any flying, biting bug is going to be
It's going to work. There's so many testimonies. It's going to work. Remember, we're attracting the mosquitoes to the Dynatrap, all those other bugs to the Dynatrap because of the light, because of how it's producing that carbon dioxide, and then we're going to trap them in here. It traps those mosquitoes in the basket. They expire. Again, after many months, you empty that out. It's such a great way. Remember, put it away from you. This is going to make that area that you want to enjoy outside clear of those biting insects. And it's also, sorry, I wanted to mention, it will not trap the good stuff, meaning the bees and the butterflies. It'll leave those alone. They're not attracted to it.
No hummingbirds.
No pollinators, just the predators.
So listen, at the end of the day, if we can just get the world off of DEET, away from chemical alternatives, you will be healthier, you will smell better, you'll relax and enjoy the summer season, and quite frankly, you can have this out and running all year long. Now, the price per use at the end of the day, it's going to pay for itself, and you'll be comfortable and enjoy the outdoor time for you. So shop for it while it is available. For the vast majority, the half acre is going to work for you, and it's over $50 in savings for this best-selling brand in the industry. Peter, my friend, always great to see you.
Thanks, you too. Appreciate it.
And for the first time ever, we're not
enjoy the outdoors.
We're not swamp swatting while we're at it.
That's right.
Now, we got other great outdoor solutions for you this hour, and coming up a little bit later, we have an actual high velocity fan that's rechargeable and can be used outdoors. You know, this is a really, really phenomenal air mover that can be used outside without having to plug it into power. You know, most of the non-powered outdoor fans, you know, they really have no power to them, right? I mean, it's like, at best, they're barely blowing on you. Well, this is Geek Air, a phenomenal new brand and new product for us. This is a rechargeable, outdoor rechargeable fan that we even give you the portable power bank to keep it running outdoors. It's the only chance you're gonna see it. We have very few supplies available. There's only 500 in stock. We did give you $10 off for its launch here at HSN. It'll run for 5 full hours on a single charge in high mode. In low mode, just keeping you comfortable on your porch, it'll run for 24 hours on a single charge. That is very cool, especially when it is scorching and sweltering here in Florida and you just want to do some barbecuing or some eating and do it comfortably. So that's coming up in just a little bit. But first, Michelle England is joining us with a phenomenal smart sprayer for your hose. Now, this, to me, looks like the performance, the strength, and the power of the fireman's nozzles and the fireman's hoses that we've seen that put out a ton of pressure and a ton of water. And what you're getting is a 5-pattern design that's being offered to you today at $5 off and on 3 flexible payments, because everything's on at least 3 flex here at HSN for the month of June. You see the water output, the length at which that water can be sprayed, and you get 5 different patterns to customize to whether you're watering, washing, cleaning, however you need it to run. Michelle, it's a pleasure to see you. Thank you for joining us here at HSN.
Thank you. I'm happy to be back.
This is a really nice design, really durable, really strong, materials in it. It's going to last a long time, and we even offer it in great colors.
Correct. Well, it's made out of stanoprene rubber. Is what they use on airplanes. So you're not going to be able to run this over and collapse it or turn it into 100 pieces. This is going to keep its shape, run it over, it doesn't matter. It's got that fireman hose technology, so the water isn't having to make a turn. So that water is gonna come straight out so you can really hit that second story.
You mean versus this?
What are we gonna do with this?
Turn?
If we run this over, it's done.
Yep.
How many of these have we bought over our lifetimes? This, lifetime warranty. Virtually indestructible.
Lifetime warranty.
That is correct.
And available in colors.
And look at the beautiful colors.
And the different spray nozzles are because obviously we need more pressure sometimes for cleaning, less pressure for watering flowers, right?
Correct. And so it's got that nice soft spray. Let's come on over here and take a look at it.
Okay. So we've got it in blue, green, purple, red, and silver. It's the first time to see it today. Remember, lifetime warranty, so it's the last nozzle that you'll ever buy.
Ever buy.
And you can customize it to however you need to use it.
It turns on and it'll give you that nice light spray. You're gonna spray your flowers, soak your lawn, and then just keep turning it. We have got 5 patents on this sprayer.
Whoa.
Now look at that. You're gonna have all these different sizes, all the way to a jet stream, which I really wish you could feel this power. I mean, that's power.
I'm a little scared standing on this side.
And it shuts off both directions. So you're not gonna have to squeeze a nozzle if you've got arthritis or sore hands. You can just turn this on and leave it.
So it's available for you today. This is the first presentation of the day. You know, Michelle, it always reminds me of my father always taught me, you buy smart or you buy often. You know, if you buy the other nozzles, yeah, sure, it might be half the price of this one, but if you have to buy one twice a year, every year, you're spending a lot more money for much less quality, versatility, and power. Buy the right one once, and it's the last one you'll ever buy.
And you'll have it forever.
Yeah.
Now, Father's Day's coming up. What dad or husband isn't gonna love having a washer that they can soak the lawn, clean the top of the motorhome, and even get underneath that second story, keeping your feet on the ground.
This really does turn your hose into a pressure washer with the amount of power and reach you're getting. For $25, you think about what we spend for a pressure washer, and now get real reach and real water pressure and power just by attaching the right nozzle to your hose.
And then turn around and soak your plants.
Yeah.
And I'll tell you, this will do wonders on the hubcaps of your car.
Oh, yeah.
You get that sprayer in there and you really get going, it's gonna blow everything right off of there, even your patio furniture.
And
how about that?
You think about what you'd spend to either rent a pressure washer, what you pay to have your tires done at the car wash, and now you can do it yourself, and it'll attach to really any standard hose, right? I mean, they've all got the same fixtures,
We have this on a standard 5/8 inch hose, you know, which is the hose that you probably have at home. Nothing fancy here. And you've just got a great nozzle that you're gonna have forever.
Well, and that's the nice thing to remember. There's gonna be no surprises like you're gonna get this home and go, oh, now I have to go buy a special hose for it. All the technology, all the smart design is in the Smart Solutions sprayer. It's got a lifetime warranty on it because they know it's virtually indestructible, unlike these plastic pieces that say, oh, thank you for your purchase, see you again never.
We'll see you again in 3 months when you run this over. Or how about about when you're washing the car and you just drop it because you're scrubbing stuff.
Or the weather.
You're going to break that off.
You know,
exactly.
They freeze, they crack, they break, they rust. And the second they do, you never want to use them again. And you're right. We all go, our hands go frozen trying to hold on to this. You end up cramped and uncomfortable. And this one, you turn it to the right setting and it stays there for you rather than holding on minute after minute, hour after hour.
Like my mom has arthritis. She couldn't hold that for 5 minutes doing that. There's just no way. So you have this, you get your desired spray, and you can get all your chores done. And everybody needs a hose.
Well, and I think for a lot of you, maybe you've thought, oh, I need to buy a bigger hose because you don't have enough spray.
You
before
don't.
You
got
buy,
the power.
Yeah, before you spend $50, $60, $80 on a new hose, try a better nozzle and maybe you won't need one.
Right, and look at these. They're having to turn a corner, that water.
Right.
So
now,
we're good.
Comes straight out exactly the way it's supposed to.
Right.
Remember, what you're buying today is virtually indestructible and comes with a lifetime warranty. So for anybody who's contending with a broken, a cracked, you know, a cheap nozzle, I mean, your hose is only as good as the nozzle you attach to it.
That is correct.
Yeah.
That is correct, yeah.
So now these are available for you in a wonderful selection of colors. They're on 3 flexible payments because everything at HSN is on at least 3 flexible payments for the month of June. So there you go. Did he just run that thing over with his pickup truck?
Yes, he ran it over and it still works.
So shop for it while it is available. It comes in silver, green, purple, pink, and blue, and they're all on flexible payments. And you know, sometimes it's just about the simple solution to make what we have run better.
Exactly.
All right. Well, thank you so much.
Thank you so much for having me back.
All right. Now, we got a lot more really interesting outdoor ideas for you this hour, and one of them is about making your car 55% cooler and running 30% better than the alternative inside your car shades that are out there. This is the solar sunshade. And as you see, you just streak it across the car, snap it in by closing the door. It's under $20. And not only will it make the interior of your car look better and last longer, but it will make your car 55% cooler and works 30% better than the standard inside the car's sunshades and windshield covers that you're used to using. So that's coming up. And by the way, you know, a great way to shop with us here at HSN is to take advantage of shopping with the HSN card. We do extra flex on fashion, beauty, and jewelry. And when you're approved, well, thank you for joining the HSN family by giving you $10 off your first purchase. So you can shop for us with that credit card. It's a great way to join us. Okay, the next product you're going to see is really quite exciting. Now, we've all bought the personal fans, right? We've all said, I'm gonna garden, I'm gonna lay in the sun, and I just want a nice gentle breeze. And you hold it up to your face and it still barely feels like somebody's blowing on you. Look at the power. Look at the major air movement, speed, and performance. And this is a fan that's not plugged into a wall. There has never been cordless, rechargeable, battery-run fans that have given the kind of power that this Geek Air rechargeable outdoor fan will give. This is the way to finally get the cooling you want with a model that is rechargeable and portable, so you can use it in the driveway, you can use it out by the yard, you can use it while you're washing your car. It is sweltering hot everywhere in the country, and now you can have rechargeable fan technology that is not tethered to electricity. In low mode, it'll run for 24 hours straight on a single charge. In high mode, it'll run for 5 hours straight, and we give you the power bank to do it just like that. Now, Rebecca Wood is joining us, and she's here to keep me cool and, quite frankly, just about blow me over with this amazing fan.
That's
some serious power.
Isn't that crazy?
And actually, it's not just going like.
No, it is a high velocity fan.
Yes.
This is from Geek Air, and if you've never heard of Geek Air, it's part of the Geek brand. And Geek, what we believe at Geek is that we want to make high-end designer products at affordable prices, because we believe everybody deserves those designer aspects that we love so much that we can all afford. And now you've got that.
You know, I gotta say, this may sound kind of silly as a fan, but this would make an awesome Father's Day.
Oh, amazing. Because
to have a fan on you while you're grilling, to have a fan on you while you're tinkering in the garage or out back, or, you know, just to be able to be outside and be comfortable. But here's the thing. There are 475 of these. It's brand new for us. It's at a great value today at only $25 a month on a credit card. It can be recharged and run over and over and over again. To get 5 hours of full high power runtime.
And it will charge to a full lithium ion battery in 4 hours.
Cool.
So only 4 hours for a full recharge. And get this, guys, not only is it a high velocity fan, not only is it rechargeable, not only is it indoor outdoor, meaning this has been tested and proved to withstand any kind of weather, it's also an extra battery bank. So right here, you can charge all of your other devices
directly
while you're camping, while you're at the beach, while you're at the ball fields, while you're at the barbecues, while you're out in the party.
Yep.
It is really an outstanding product
and, you know what?
And built so well.
So hurricane season is officially begun. Yay.
Fun. Do you know there's a Hurricane Rebecca spelled my way this year?
Do you know that there are 6 major storms predicted by NOAA that are expected to come this year?
And once you've been through it.
When you are here in Florida, the thing we forget about is how hot and sweltering it is after a hurricane. And a lot of us were without power, without AC for days, if not weeks at a time. This is a rechargeable model. You could recharge it through a generator. You could recharge it in a lot of different ways without being reliant on your own power, and at the same time, use it to charge your phones and your devices. This is a really unique, high-powered product that's totally going to exceed your expectations. There's about 400 of them left in stock to be able to shop for, and when we know this is gonna be a record-breaking, super hot summer, what a wonderful product to get home and have.
It really, really is, and it's so well built. You'll see why this is an award nominated over and over and over, why the ratings on this are through the roof. It's because of the way it's built. 16 by about 14. You've got it only 7 pounds, so very, very handy. Extra easy grip handle. You've got the rubber feet on the bottom to keep it in place, but this is where you're gonna notice a difference. Steel blades. Steel blades that can withstand all indoor, outdoor elements. And when I say that, look at the difference. You know why steel is so important? It cuts through. It cuts through that air, creating high velocity. And what's gonna happen with that? It means it's gonna cool up to 2,000 square feet.
So, and in terms of the battery power, do I know when it's running low?
You do. I'm gonna kind of show you right here. I'm gonna turn this around, and this is what I love. 120-degree tilt. You can see there, so I can turn this right
Rebecca,
there.
we can't hear you. It's so strong on your microphone. That's that you guys can literally hear the power.
You can. Look at that 120-degree tilt. It has LED panel right here that tells you exactly where you are on the charge, from 100 all the way down to 20. And remember, it will only take you about 4 hours to get that full charge. It's got a simple knob control, which I love that they're not preset, because I can get it to the exact level that I want it to be.
And remember, it's indoor, outdoor, so you can take it inside if you need it. You can have it on a covered porch or patio. You can have it while you're trying to get your suntan on and you're getting too hot. How about pointing it directly at you when you're on your hands and knees in those flower beds? When you're starting to overheat, but you still have more digging, more hoeing, more planting to do? What about when you're washing and cleaning the tires? What about when you're trying to care for your home outdoors, or you're trying to tinker in the garage, but the heat is making it no longer enjoyable or comfortable to do? You're now not tethered to a cord or a cable. It's safe for use indoors and outdoors, and it really does deliver. I cannot believe the power that Geek Air has been able to deliver in a portable rechargeable model.
Designer appliance that we can all afford. Here's what you're gonna love. We're at a party. We do love each other, so we would be a little bit closer. But you're at one end of the patio, I'm at the end of the other side of the patio.
It's because I sent you to make me a drink.
He always does. But look how we're both getting that cool breeze from all the way next to the fan to 20 feet, all the way to 20 feet. Look at this.
Look at the 5-foot one. It's like, I mean, it's like, I can't take it anymore. I'm getting blown so hard. And it's all available for you here. Honestly, Rebecca, I don't think I've ever seen a fan this powerful that isn't plugged into a wall.
That isn't plugged into a wall. And the fact that you can get a full charge in 4 hours and it will last up to 24 hours. So here's how it works. 24 hours if you're running it on low, 18 hours if you're using it right around the medium mark, and then you're gonna get a full 5 hours on high, on that high velocity fan. When we're talking about power, a lot of times we show you, you can see we have over there some spinners. We've got a heavy duty, heavy steel metal spinner here. This is a heavy duty spinner, and watch at how I'm able to get it spinning immediately, within seconds. That's the power that you're going to have with Geek Air over and over and over again. Emergency situations, days at the ball field, days at the barbecue. You know what I'm so excited?
Sitting on those risers.
Patio, even just sitting on the, yes, right next to your bum, so it's where you're sweating the most. Here's my favorite thing too, is I've never been able to go to a 4th of July parade since I've been down here in Florida because I can't handle it. Too hot.
Yeah.
This is gonna be the first year I'm gonna be able to go, and we're all gonna be cool and comfortable.
At a picnic and having actual airflow.
At a beach?
It's literally scorchingly hot here in Florida, and it's just barely starting June. Supposedly, I think it's like 100 in Las Vegas already. It's going to be a very hot summer, and air movement is the way that you can keep cool and comfortable, and now you're not tethered to a wall. Now, if you want to shop for this today, as you can see on your screen, there are only about 300 left in stock, and that does not account for the 150 plus who are shopping with us right now. Remember, it's $10 off for the only presentation of the day. It's on 4 flexible payments. That means $25 a month on any major debit or credit card with no interest or finance fees. And yes, we will ship immediately. It's not going to do you much good when the summer's over. And yes, Judy, it's battery powered. It's lithium ion rechargeable battery. It's not a battery you replace. It's the same type of battery technology that's in your cell phone and your tablet. When it runs out, you plug it in and recharge it.
I'm showing you one without the top on so you can see the steel blades that it's made of, but it is rechargeable. It'll be to a full charge in just 4 hours, but it's indoor, outdoor. Remember that, work sites, job sites. This is what's going to allow you to cool down. If it's raining, who cares? You can have this in any kind of weather. But look at the tilt too. I'm gonna bring this one over so you can see exactly how beautiful it is. Look at the tilt on this, 120 degrees to reach anywhere where you need it. Up high on a ladder, great, that's wonderful. Down low while you're sitting at the beach, perfect. Indoor, outdoor, this is your answer to keeping cool.
Well, and what of those of you who have like a sun porch, a Florida room, a covered patio that has no electricity out to it? You want to be out there, but it is so hot. The air feels stale. Look at these windmills are just about to break. I mean, they are on hyper speed. You know, they look like the wobbly arm guys at the used car lots. They're like,
crazy, but I love it. It's a high velocity fan for a reason. Yeah. And when I really want it, I get to charge my cell phone too. I get to charge my e-reader. I can charge my iPad. Whatever I want to charge here, I can do that. Camping, this is brilliant.
Available as well.
Exactly.
Okay, so it's yours to shop for today. It is totally rechargeable, no power, no cords, and no batteries to ever buy. It's just like recharging your cell phone, and it's available only for you because, quite frankly, there's less than 200 of them now available and in stock. So shop for them while they're available. Thank you, my friend.
Thank you. Do you want me to just follow you around?
Fan or no fan,
I'll just follow you around.
Now, we do have a smaller personal handheld model available as well that is Geek Air, so it is going to be better power, better performance than any of the standard models you've seen out there. It doesn't just barely put out air. It's got real high velocity movement to it. That's why his hair is actually moving, and it's only $20. So if you're looking for a little portable handheld model, you can shop for that one as well. We do have it available in stock for a handful of you, and it's on 3 flexible payments. So going to the ballpark. Now, Carol, just to answer your question really quickly, the battery charge, it'll run for 5 hours on that fan at full high speed. At low speed, it'll run for a full 24 hours straight. That's how powerful that battery is, and it can be fully recharged in under 4 hours once you take it inside and plug it in. And like any other portable device, it'll hold its charge for several weeks at a time, just like your cell phones do. Okay. Now, I feel like the whole theme of today is taking things we all use to survive the summer heat and just making it a little bit better. Now, if you think about it, an actual high velocity fan that's rechargeable replaces the sad little ones that are portable that don't do anything for you. What about those of you that put a windshield cover inside your car so that the inside of your car doesn't boil, so that when you get in the car, your legs don't get scalded, so that you actually have the upholstery of your car look better and last longer? Well, Solar Guard is gonna give you a better one. It actually gets put across the outside of your windshield, and it will keep your car 55% cooler in the hot, sweltering, sunshiny summer months, and it works 30% more effectively than any of the other windshield covers you have ever used. These are measured, tested results. So for anybody who's going through the process of taking out their cover, let's give you a better solution from our friends at SolarGuard. It's available today for under $20. It's an extra large model, so it will work really in any car size, and it comes in either gold or silver, so you can match to the color of your car or whatever color you like. Linda Lyde is joining us, and she's saving everybody's upholstery.
Hi.
And saving our heinies from getting scalded when we get in the car. Right? The shorts get shorter and the seats get hotter.
Listen, you know, it puts a whole new term to hot buns, right? I mean, we want hot buns, but we don't want it in the car, because that is exactly what happens when we step in the car and it's like, ouch, oh, oh. This SolarGuard protects your car. It protects it from the heat of the sun getting into the car. It protects it right at the point of contact. Now, let me just show you something. How many of you all got one of these, right? The collapsible, you might have got it at the gas station. And you know the problem here, you put it up, it's, you know, it doesn't fit correctly on the inside, but here's the problem, folks. The sun is already baking the windshield, and it's baking and it's coming in. Now remember, when the sun actually hits this windshield, it's going to turn your car into an oven. SolarGuard goes on the outside and it protects your car. It protects it. 99% of the UV rays are blocked right here at the point of contact. Now, we did a third-party study, and the third-party lab testing showed that a car will get 40 degrees higher in temperature in just 1 hour in the sun. And we know that in Florida.
Oof,
you know
yeah.
that in Arizona, California. We know that across the country. So what happens is when you use SolarGuard, it will bring the temperature down 55% in 1 hour just by putting this in. Now let me just show you a few features on this, which is really nice. First of all, you have this Fit Fast system here. And the Fit Fast system will go around any type of side mirror that you have. You just reach it across, and then you have the security tabs. Now the security tabs do a couple of things. First of all, if it's, you know, a crazy storm, it's going to keep it from flapping off.
Yep.
But here's the thing, your neighbor may be out in the parking lot, they go, hey, that's a really good thought. I think I might like that. Guess what? All you have to do is you just put it in here, you shut your car, and now you can't take this off the car.
It can't be stolen.
Right.
Hey, by the way, speaking of stealing it, if you want it in silver, there's 200 left. That's it. It's our more popular color, silver, white. It goes with those color cars. If you want silver, we've only got 200 left. If you want gold, we're down to the final 2,000. I mean, quite frankly, this is going to be the last airing. It's going to be the last chance you're going to get to be able to shop for this. And we know the temperatures are rising. We know it is hotter and hotter outdoors. And quite frankly, you know, Linda, if you think about it, if you get in the car and the car's not scalding hot, your air conditioning runs better. You don't have to blast it the second you get in, which means less gas consumption.
That's right.
Less work on your engine.
Exactly.
Your upholstery lasts longer and doesn't get subjected and bleached out by the sun. I mean, this is about car maintenance, and you think about what we spend to care for our cars for $20. This is a year-round solution too, because it's also going to protect. You could put this up as a snow shield.
Well, actually, there are two different kinds. If the one that you buy for the snow, you cannot use it for the sun, actually, and vice versa, because they're different materials.
Oh, I didn't know
so
that.
This is just for the sun.
Okay.
Yes, absolutely, because the other one will melt and break down. This will not. The other thing that I want to show you too is that when you get this, now it comes in standard and extra large, but you can get it so that you can protect the windshield wipers, because when the sun will break down the rubber on the windshield wipers. Something I want to show you too, because here's something, this is a really heavy duty spotlight, right? And this is I'm gonna pretend this is the sun, right? So I want to just show you what happens, and let me just get my, do I have my camera guy? Okay, see this? All right. Now, let me just show you, when you use, this is the sun baking your car, and you know what that feels like. I put the SolarGuard over there, and now look at this.
Nothing.
Look at this. Look at, this is when I say 99% of the UV rays, that's not gonna fade, it's not gonna crack your console. And then when I take this off, look at how this is. Now remember, in 1 hour, folks, your car can go up 40 degrees in
1 hour.
an hour.
1 hour. more.
Yes, and just to think about that, when you put your solar guard on, you are going to bring the heat down 55%. And the reason why is because you are protecting it at the point of contact. Because once you have, if you have one of these, and I'm just gonna pull this back again, and, oh, okay, here we go. You have two cars side by side, right? Starts out early morning, now the sun starts to come up. And within an hour, that sun will turn your car into an oven, and it will go up. Look at that.
And listen, guys, 106 degrees. I have a 5-year-old and a 3-year-old. I mean, it's downright dangerous.
And puppy dogs.
Puppies, absolutely. Yeah. If your dog is getting in and out of your car, if you've got leather upholstery and you're literally getting scalded as you get into your car, isn't it worth it just for comfort's sake? I mean, there's a reason we've sold over 300 of these. We all have to park our cars outdoors, even if it's in the garage overnight. It's not in the garage at work. It's not in the garage at the mall. And now you have an opportunity to make your car look better, last longer, not get faded out by the sun, and be safer and more comfortable every single time that you get in it. Not to mention blasting through the AC the second you turn on the car and wasting more gas and wasting more power. That's why we're so thrilled to have this Solar Guard in stock, because it is different from what you've seen at the gas station. It is different from what you've bought at the home or the hardware store, because it sits outside the car, it seals the car off, and it has been tested and shown to be 30% more effective than what you're buying and to keep your car 55% cooler than doing nothing at all. It's easy wipe down care if, you know, a bird decides to use it for target practice.
Pollen.
Now, yes, if you want it in silver, unfortunately, it's now sold out and gone. That's it, totally gone and spoken for. We still have it available in gold, and quite frankly, at $20 on FlexPay for $6 and change. How many cars are in your family? Get one for each. Get one for the kids going off to college who are gonna have their cars sitting exposed outdoors for hours, if not days on end.
Yeah.
Get one for anybody who owns a vehicle, because we know it's going to be a hot, sunny summer.
Yeah, absolutely. Now, you know, what is so wonderful about this is you have that fit fast system. So it doesn't matter what kind of SUV, compact car, it doesn't matter if you have a sedan, a truck, this is going to fit easily right over, and you have all these different elastic cutouts, and that's the fit fast system. Let me just show you that in 2 days what I did is I put a piece of the newspaper in 2 days. Look at how faded that newspaper got. Now, it's gonna be different in your area, wherever you are. We are in Florida, but just think about what that's doing when the sun gets into your car. When it hits the windshield, it's baking everything. This is literally going to block out 99% of the UV light, and it's going to keep your car 55% warmer. These things, folks, you know they don't work.
Cooler.
The sun has already gotten into the windshield, and it's turning this into your oven. You do this at the point of contact, you block that sun, you put this over, easy as can be. Now you have the security tabs, nobody takes it. That weather's not gonna take it, and you're in place. And remember, you're gonna be able to get it, and it will cover the windshield wipers, and that's gonna, you know, those aren't cheap either, by the way. I just bought some the other day.
So shop for it while we have it available. There's a reason over 600 have already been sold. Silver is sold out. We have the gold still available for you, but it's final call. This is the last airing we'll have, because it's the last quantities we have available. And the sooner you buy it, the sooner you make your upholstery last longer, and the sooner you, your kids, and your pets stay safer and more comfortable.
Get your hot buns at the gym.
Yeah, right. I like that. Hot buns at the gym, not in the car.
That's right.
All right, now we have our best-selling Betterbrella, the supersized golf model for summer, coming up next, so stay with us.
The list is your go-to guide for our favorite fashion and accessory finds of the week. We have the best styles handpicked just for you. Join us every Thursday night to see what made the list.
Summer's here, and your favorite HSN hosts are celebrating with their favorite finds, new discoveries, and 5 FlexPay on all their picks. Kick off your summer with HSN's Summer Host Pick event. Starts tomorrow night at 10 p.m.
QVC and HSN are on the hunt. Is your product our next big beauty or fashion item? Are you our next great success story? Show us what you got, America. For details, just search The Big Find on QVC.com and HSN.com. Let's go.
Thank you so much for shopping with us here at HSN. My name is Brett Chuckerman, and Callie Northagen is going to take over the fashion edit in just a couple of moments. You got great fashions, you want to look great. What happens when it rains? You want an umbrella that looks great as part of your fashion choices? Well, we've got it for you today. What we're going to offer you, except no imitations, is the original, the one and only Better Umbrella. Now, here at HSN, we have sold over 500,000 brand new umbrellas because it is done differently. They turned the world literally upside down, and it is a reverse open and close umbrella so that you can get in and out of your car without getting wet, so all the water stays on the top so it can withstand the wind, and it's a super easy automatic model to be able to use today. This is our large size golf oversized Better umbrella, and Laura Baker is here and ready to withstand the Florida storm to show you just how effective it is and why turning the world on its ear makes such a huge difference. Right, Laura?
Hey, Brett, I'm staying perfectly dry over here, and it's such an amazing thing because, first of all, this is the oversized Better umbrella. 48 inches all the way around means you and your loved one or maybe your kids could just snuggle up underneath it. But on top of that, it has that reverse open close technology. So do you see what's happening? Instead of a normal umbrella closing on top of you and still getting you wet, with this, all those raindrops stay inside the cone of the umbrella. So you stay dry whether you're in the restaurant, whether you're getting into your car, whether you're getting in your home, and it's so easy to get into your car as well. We're gonna show you that in a few minutes, Brett. You wanna go through colors together?
So let's talk through the colors and the patterns. You know, we are kind of always chatting about the next latest and greatest holiday, which is Father's Day. If he's a golfer, if he's a gardener, this is a phenomenal umbrella to buy. And yes, we do have it in good old classic black for him if you wanna buy it for you. But as you see, it's just better. It's easier. It keeps you drier and then folds up in stores. You know, Laura, I'm a little maniacal. Like I've replaced every umbrella in my house, in my car. I like chase people down when I see them using old standard ones. I'm like, what's wrong with you?
Well,
how much you bought
I actually bought them
one?
for everybody on my Christmas gift.
Yeah.
And then they always ask for seconds because you know why? You keep one in your car, you keep one at work, you keep one at home. And so you have all of the different ways to be able to use it. And of course, this has an incredible wind resistant technology and it's so easy to get in the cars. Do we go through the colors?
Yeah, let's talk through the colors and patterns that we have available for you.
Okay, so you were talking about Father's Day. I love that. So you have that solid black inside, black outside, perfect for Father's Day. The solid red on the inside is also great for Father's Day too, I think. And then best day ever. Such a beautiful thing, so Instagrammable right now, maybe for those bride-to-bes coming up in their showers. What a sweet little extra gift to give them. London is what I have. London is calling, my dear. You always need an umbrella when you're in London. And it has the Tower Bridge and the Queen's Crown and all sorts of wonderful things. Next to that is the great old United States of America.
And by the way, it is our most limited that we have available. 4th of July is right around the corner. If somebody is hosting you, you're going to a barbecue, you're going to a party, there's only 150, and what a cool, whimsical, unique gift to give to the host and the hostess rather than the bottle of wine or the six-pack that disappears before the end of the night.
It's such a beautiful way, too, to like show your American pride, right? Like, I mean, we are Americans and we love it.
So only 150 left in the USA pattern, and of course, they're all $5 off. We are not limiting quantities. If you want that one, it's a black top and the USA pattern on the bottom part of it, and then we've got some of our customer favorites down here below.
That's exactly right. So then you have, of course, the animal print that you have there with the leopard and the sunflower there. Push button technology, you can see it just completely opens and closes itself. It comes with a matching carrying case also. And then we talk about the wind resistance. So there's a double layer inside of here. And if you notice, there's no cords, there's no wires, there's nothing happening in here for your hair to get tangled in. But on top of that, when it opens up, it actually has 38-mile-per-hour wind. Can you do me a favor?
Or you want me to grab
grabbing
this
that
saddle
umbrella right there? How many times has this been you? It's been me 1,000 times.
You don't know my horror story, but when I was a kid, I got my finger stuck in the little metal brackety thing. I got this huge blood blister, and ever since then I have like a weird fear of opening umbrellas until the Better umbrella came along. And how many times does this fail you? Your hair gets ruined. Your hot new fashions from the fashion edit get ruined. Your sleeve gets ruined. The inside of your car gets destroyed and needs to be detailed. This works better, and that reverse open design is where when you start to use it in and out of the house and in and out of the car, you realize what a game changer this is. That it keeps all the water in and it allows you to open and close it going in and out of those rooms rather than getting yourself half drenched at that last moment in time. And Laura's actually standing by to show you in real time how that works.
It's so easy to be able to do it, Brett. So all you do, of course, when you're normally getting into a car, what happens? When that umbrella folds down on top of you, it actually gets you wet. Even though your entire body might be inside, it gets you wet. When it folds inside out so easily and beautifully, all you have to do is just slide this right over and close your door, and you're safe inside. But not just inside. If it's pouring down rain, you don't want to open your umbrella all the way open like that. You just want to crack it just enough. So just enough to get that umbrella through. The push button technology allows you to open it before you really ever entirely open that car door. So you stay dry, your car stays dry, your perfect handbags and your beautiful shoes, everything stays dry.
You know, I mean, at the end of the day, we all know, right? You do your hair, you pick your clothes. If it rains, no matter how big your umbrella is, if it's not a better umbrella, your hair and your clothes get ruined. When you walk into the office, when you walk into the grocery store, everybody can tell it's raining outside because your makeup, your hair, it all shows it because the umbrella's not fully doing its job in that quintessential last most important moment. Until you get a better umbrella. You don't have to detail the inside of your car. You don't have to redo your hair, your makeup, your wardrobe for the day. And we've got all these wonderful personal choices to make. If you want, the good old USA choice is a 4th of July blanket, umbrella. There's less than 100 available. If you're gifting it or want to travel with it during the summer months, we've got London, we've got Best Day Ever, and then we've got our classic favorites, leopard, sunflower, solid red, and solid black. If you've never owned a better umbrella before, you don't know what you're missing, and I promise, accept no imitators. Better Umbrella is the best of these new reversible umbrella choices. So take advantage of FlexPay and a sale price on our ravely reviewed customer pick that we sold over half